Hey, what's up? This is Scott with Level Up Tuts, and today I'm going to show you a technique called CSS Sprites. And Sprites is not necessarily a new concept in the terms of what a sprite is. What it does is it reduces the amount of requests a browser makes, therefore making your page load faster. And it does that by putting many different images that you use throughout the site on one image instead of a whole bunch of different images, because every single one of those images that your site loads has to be a request that the browser makes, and that every single one of those requests increases the page load time. So if you have one request for an image that's a little bit larger, it's going to be faster than 10, 20, 50 requests for whatever smaller image sizes. So what I have here is I have a sprite, and it's called logo sprite, and it has the logos for some of the different types of tutorials we do. We have Drupal, Sass, and Compass, and all this stuff. So we have all these logos here, and if you'll notice, it's one image. If you open this up in Photoshop, it's just transparent in the background, and it has these 4 images. And what you're going to want to do is be sort of cognizant to how these are going to be output. If you're going to have one of these and a whole bunch of stuff, or the thing that this needs to be, the imagery placement needs to be really tall, you might want to have your images laid out horizontally instead of vertically. Of course, this is something that is only going to be really making sense once you've dove into sprites and check it out yourself. Keep in mind that what we're going to be doing is loading this whole image, and then we're only going to be displaying a little bit of it. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to go into our HTML, and I'm going to change something really quick. So we had this sign nav thing, and we had this main call with the class of nav. I'm going to change this to be tut nav, and these are going to be the different types of tutorials we have. And in my CSS, I'm just going to go ahead and nuke everything we had in there, as well as nuke this second list that we had in the middle of this list. So it's just going to be 4 items: Drupal, Sass, Compass, and I think Expression Engine. And likewise, I'm going to give these anchors, I'm going to give them a class, which is the same thing. It's going to be this class is equal to, I'm just going to have this be EE for Expression Engine. You might want your class names to be a little bit more descriptive than that, but this is just a quick exercise. Compass, Sass, and I'm going to make this one be Drupal. Okay, and we want these images to appear to the left of this text. We don't really want all of this text to be gone like we did in the past tutorial where we had an image replacement, but we're going to have this be a background image on this text. And let's go to our CSS. I think we had some stuff under this nav that's all gone now, so we might as well just delete this, which is totally cool with me. And we're going to have this be, it was tut nav, so tut-nav. And so if there's one thing you'll notice about all of these, it's going to be using the same image. So we need to give all of these anchors. So inside of tut-nav, list item, our anchor, and since we're only having these items, this is fine to do this way. We're going to give these a background, and we're going to give this a background image of /logo/sprite, I believe it's called, PNG. Okay, let me just, with the head, no hyphen. Okay, and here I'm going to say no repeat, because I don't want this repeating, and we're going to leave it like this. So now, if we check out our page, we give this a refresh here, you'll see that each of these items sort of has whatever this background image. It's obviously not looking the way we want it to look here. But what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. Well, let's do some more stuff first. I'm going to get rid of this left column. It's sort of in the way right now. Okay, so this is here. Okay, these are these. We want these tut-nav items, these list items, to have a list style of none. Okay, and we want each of these to be display block. So in our anchors, we want these to be display block. Okay, it's a little bit better. And now we want this text to be pushed all the way over to the right. And not all the way over, just as much as this image. So when I inspect this and look at this, I'm going to give this a padding. And let's give this a padding of 20 pixels on the top and the bottom. And actually, let's keep going up. You can see as I increment this, there it fills out our image here. So now our text is right in the middle. So I'm giving it a padding of 28 pixels on the top and bottom. On the right, I'm not going to have, well, on the right I'll have 10 pixels of padding, 28 on the bottom, and then let's do, I think it's whatever going to be the width of this image. I have it at 50 right now, but I'm going to increase it. You can see this pushes this all the way over. I have 80 pixels of padding on the left. So as you can see here, this is what this anchor is looking like now. You can hover over anywhere here, and it's going to be the anchor itself. So I'm going to actually take this padding code that I wrote in the inspect element here. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to put it in my actual CSS. And now all of them are going to be looking like that. Let's go back to our page, refresh. Great. We now have all of these. This looks pretty good, right? Let's actually give them some margin too. And I'm going to do that on the LI. I'm going to give them a margin of just 20 pixels, top and bottom, nothing on the left and right. Cool. They're all spaced out now. So this is good. We have all these images, whatever. They look good. Only one problem is, the problem is it's only showing this first image. And if you're wondering why that is, it's because we're only having this be display block, and because of the way our padding works out, our anchor here is only 400 pixels wide and it's 74 pixels tall. Well, if we were to keep making this taller, let's say for instance we gave this some crazy padding, we gave it like 100 pixels padding on the top, you're going to see some weird stuff happen. You're going to see the start of this next image start coming in. That's because what we're really doing is just not showing all of the image. Well, if you're wondering how we show the rest of the image or show the correct one, well, that goes back to why we gave each of these its own class. And for this, I'm going to use a tool called Sprite Cow. Okay? And Sprite Cow is a site that really helps you just sort of get the image background position correct. And that's how we do this with sprites, is by using background position. Okay, I'm going to find my image, which is this logo sprite. It's going to open it up in Sprite Cow. It's going to show me all these. And if you select something, it's going to say, you know, to have this, it's going to give you some code down here. And this will say, to have this Drupal image show up, your background positions needs to be 0, 0. And that's what it is right now, so that's why we're getting the Drupal image to show up. But let's say we want the expression engine image to show up. It says we need our background position to be 0, negative 134 pixels. And the first value is the X value, second value is the Y value. So what we're doing is we're moving this image up negatively to have this image be displayed correctly. So let's go to our CSS here. I'm going to say tutnav, I want the anchor that has the class of EE to have a background position oh my god, position, gotcha. Okay, and it's going to have a background position of 0, negative 134 pixels. Let's save this and let's check out our page. Get rid of Sprite Cow. Refresh, and here is our expression engine image. Just like we did that, let's check out these other ones really quick. It's 270 for compass and negative 480 for SAS. So just like we did that, is background position, and we're going to do 0, negative 270 pixels, and then for, I'm just going to copy this, and for SAS, I believe we had 480, negative 408. 408 pixels, and this is going to be for the anchor with the class of SAS. And if you'll notice, we don't have to do Drupal because Drupal's already showing up as the one that's in the 0, position that we defined to have all of them with. It's only getting changed for these ones. So there's no need to define Drupal here. Let's go to here, let's go to our page, refresh. And as you can see, we have all of our logos here showing up. And this is all in one image, but we're controlling which part is being shown. And that's CSS Sprites. It's a really great technique. It's something I would suggest on doing every one of your sites until there's a better technique. But right now, CSS Sprites is it. Go ahead and do it. Practice it. Learn it. Use Sprite Cow. It helps you out. You might as well. And then after you learn Compass, there's even cooler tools in Compass and Sass that help you make CSS Sprites. Okay, as always, this is Scott with Level Up Tuts. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment in the video below. Hit us up at Twitter, Level Up Tuts, and thank you for watching.